Hi, this is Jim the Keys bartender coming to you from the Catch Restaurant and Bar in Key Largo. We got a special show. We're going to have our first call-in, people. Oh, yeah, that's that's Luke. But I'm here with Bill Wissinger. Say hi, Bill.
Hi, Bill. How you doing?
And this is Luke.
Yeah.
Yep, that's Luke.
There we go.
Today we have Chris Euland. We're going to be talking about, in the beginning of the show, first of all, I'm going to go on about the Catch. And we do this every so often. They have the greatest wings.
Best wings. My
You have a great happy hour, 3:30 to 6:30.
3:30 to 6:30.
Monday through Friday. A lot of live music, Thursday through Saturday. Every so often we have a jam night on Monday night.
Last Monday of the month.
Last Monday of the month.
Last Monday.
And you know, any you bands listening, you're welcome to come in if you want to come down here and
please.
Actually, there's no room for like drums and bass and stuff. It's just an acoustic jam.
Well,
let's say it like
you know
it is an acoustic.
You know
jam.
what? There has been a dearth of accordion bands. So if you have any bands that have accordion
are way too loud.
or xylophones,
no, we can't. No, seriously, no accordions,
xylophones,
no wind instruments,
bagpipes. Bagpipes would be awesome.
Oh my God!
If you have bagpipes, you're welcome to play.
Yeah,
We're going to set you out.
bagpipe.
We'll set you up out in the parking lot.
Yeah, no, I know. Hey,
a bagpipe is
hey,
the
you know what?
loudest thing ever, man.
Okay.
It was invented by the Scots. It's like, hey,
Don't-
let's piss
don't-
everybody off.
Let's not bust the balls of the Scots.
That's so they could talk to their neighbors 5 miles away.
Remember William Wallace, right? Okay, wait. Am I breaking up? I'm getting a little static.
That's
on the
because
high
you
end.
stick your lips right on the microphone.
I
and
like
pull back
licking
2
the
feet.
mic. What can I say? Pull back? Okay.
Well, no. The problem is you pull back and then lick it. Pull back and then lick it.
Okay, I won't. I'll stay right here.
We need a
Okay, we have
compressor,
our first guest. I'd like to welcome Chris Euland, from a representative from NORML, the executive director of NORML. When you pick up your mic and we can hear what you're saying there. Oh wait, is this mic on?
There it is.
Okay, wait. We're gonna do it.
Am I here? Am I
Now,
here?
now
Yeah,
you're
you're
here.
there.
Hey, there you go.
NORML.
I always
Tell us
question
what-
myself about that.
Tell
But
us
anyway,
what NORML is.
NORML, again, I am the executive director of NORML in Paradise, the Florida Keys. I'm Chris Euland, the Digi-Dude. A lot of people know me, I guess, and a lot don't. But NORML is the national organization for the reformation of marijuana laws. We are leading the charge in the state of Florida to basically not just regulate it, not turn it into big canna or a big mess like that. We just want to make it legal, make it legalized, simple and easy.
Yeah, and decriminalize and make sure that we're
No.
not...
Decriminalization just leaves the door
That's
open for
different.
misdemeanors and more control.
Okay, or
Yeah.
legalizing it so we're not wasting money on incarcerating
Our
people.
tax dollars
Legalize
on a
it.
victimless crime. It's called no man's ray. No victim, no crime.
Criticize it.
And a
Right.
very good defense in court, by the way. No man's ray.
No mens ray.
Yeah, no man's
Ma-
ray. Again, no victim, no crime. It's no
M-E-N-S.
M-E-N-S-R-E-A.
Yes.
Yes, that's Latin.
Or mens ray.
Basically, no victim,
I went to
no
Catholic
crime.
school.
Yeah. So, and that's a good defense because the bottom line is our Constitution allows us the pursuit of happiness and things like that. And in that, these are one of the things that, as well as property. And these are the things that are in fact, holding strong in the state of Florida and changing the rules as we speak right now.
Yeah. So, hey, how you doing, Ted?
Just a little information about myself. I'm not just a cannabis advocate because I want to see people get high. I beat late stage 4 metastatic renal carcinoma in 7 months naturally. I have 70 people on my protocol right now, the Paradise Protocol, and they're all experiencing accelerated health. It's unbelievable. It's an amazing thing. There just happens to be 280 endocannabinoids in cannabis, and there just happens to be 280 endocannabinoid receptors in our nervous system. God doesn't make junk. We produce CBD, we produce THC, we do not produce petrochemicals. It's all about health.
No, you know what, Chris, I think that's wonderful, especially when you talk about big pharma. It was back in the 30s where marijuana laws came in.
Reefer madness.
Reefer madness, if you think about it.
Esslinger and the new war on drugs.
Yeah.
He basically created a fallacy, and when it all. In fact, one of the big things with my court cases right now, and I'm getting my ounce and a half of OG Kush back very shortly. I'll explain that shortly as well from Monroe County. But one of the big things that I've been putting out there's like 26 states that are legal now. 6 of them are actually releasing prisoners, expunging records, and dropping charges for cannabis because they know of the fraudulent origin of the anti-cannabis laws, and that they were all set up around the lobbyists and so on, and the different industries such as the paper industry, the fuel industry, the pharmaceutical industry. Because if they didn't want us to get high, then why did they make industrial hemp illegal as well? Thank you.
Yeah,
Because the Hearst family had bought all these trees and forests and shit.
That
and
was one of the aspects, yeah.
And they didn't want to compete with the hemp industry, so they made it illegal.
No,
they were
Textiles, fuel.
complicit with Harry Anslinger.
There
They
definitely
financed all that.
is certainly an
So the-
incongruence between our alcohol laws and our marijuana laws here.
So
And
my
they go-
point on that was that they have been supporting and backing and arresting people on a law that was fraudulently made, unconstitutional, and made under false pretenses. And in my country and where I live, under my Constitution, that's just not right. I'm sorry. So I'm fighting it. And so are everybody else at NORML. So are the advocates. So is everybody sitting here right now being a part of this interview.
Now, hey, Chris, thank you for that. I know we almost got through a really big the last election. The last time they had that,
Yeah.
we almost got over that hurdle, and it's going to be one hurdle after the other when it comes to something like that.
Well, it's something. It's something called Prohibition 2.0.
No, but it's really amazing with how they. It was just a free for all with opioids. Free for all.
And Sessions is a nightmare, man.
Well,
yeah, fentanyl.
Let me throw this at you. Because I wasn't doing their opioids and their $8,000 a month chemo, I was escorted out of 2 hospitals by police because I was healing myself naturally 2 times faster than their toxic chemicals were killing me.
Yeah.
And I kind of walked out the door calling him a hypocrite and saying he should be writing a paper on this. But they didn't.
No, and then there's always a reason why people do it, and then so you don't follow the money. Right?
It's about
and
it's all it is.
there
About
are people,
money, bro.
and there are all people that right now you can think about who's getting the green light to run grow farms right now for medical.
Speaking of grow farms, I got Will Medina out there. He is the executive director of NORML Miami and probably one of the biggest advocates in the state of Florida. Hey, Will, if you can give us a call in, buddy, give me a call. We want to hear your voice,
That'd
man.
be great. When he does call in, we're going to make sure that you hear that call.
Please.
One of the things. You miss out. It's a duality. We didn't talk just about the injustice there. Also, the missing out on the revenue. Right here, we tax everything here.
Well,
we have a sales tax here.
One of the reasons for Prohibition 2.0 and the accelerated arrest percentages of 400% to 600% everywhere that the amendment came through, not only here in Florida, in Monroe, but California, Washington, Colorado. We have a paper on it. And basically, the arrest percentages go to up 400% to 600% because they're trying to make up for that victimless crime, turnstile arrest of cannabis users. Again, no victim, no crime, and that's wrong. So in the Prohibition 2.0, I'm not about just bringing out problems. We're about bringing out solutions. Michael Minardi, the biggest marijuana lawyer in the country, Mike Bolton, who was instrumental with Oregon, California, and Washington. We put this paper together and we send it nationwide at the federal level and all the state and county levels as well. And you know what? In that Prohibition 2.0 in California and all that, for 2 to 3 years, people were getting arrested and didn't know why. But because what happened in those states, we wrote a paper, we did the research, and we found out why, and we let everybody know. And that February to May acceleration of arrest, shall I call it, very nicely, down here in the Keys, stopped in 3 months instead of having to go long for years. So you know what? Knowledge is power, and as long as we stand together as the constituency and not the clients, we're going to be fine.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're waiting for your representative to call up.
Hey, Will Medina, call me, buddy. I want you online.
It's 305-394-3991.
Yeah, there you go.
You're listening.
Come on, Will.
305. Later on today at the bottom of the hour, which I call the bottom of the hour because of the clock, it would be 5:30.
Because I got to erase that board. And I don't want to hit, you know what I mean?
But it's all right. Don't unplug. Yeah, don't unplug it. It's unplug it. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
So, the phone number once again,
Live shows at a bar.
305-394-3991.
Morph.
So, when you talk about the healing qualities of marijuana, cannabis, cannabinoids, are you talking about? We had Daryl Johnson. Was it Daryl Johnson? What's his name? Daryl. He was in the cannabinoid oil, but you also have the thing where you have the chemo, the quality that helps people handle the treatment.
Well, again, it does help people that choose to use chemo. And I suggest basically that you should try a lot less invasive actions like taking poison into your body to kill a disease. I think you should probably go natural, and if you need these more invasive ways, then, it's your choice. It's about health freedom. But you know what? If you feed your endocannabinoid system, I beat late stage 4 metastatic renal carcinoma. They called me terminal.
Mm-hmm.
I said, no way. All right? And I'm not.
Okay, well, that's...
And another thing about...
But it's a choice.
About weed, for me, was I gave up a 40-year tobacco habit. I'm going on a year of
Proud of
being
you, bro.
tobacco-free. Hardest thing I ever did, and if it wasn't for marijuana, I would have never made it. When the Jones get so bad, and if you ever tried to quit tobacco, man, it just kicks your ass. You know?
Okay.
They say it's tougher to quit tobacco than it is to quit heroin.
Okay, well, listen, we're going to revisit it. I just want to move on, and we'll wait for the phone call from
Will Medina.
And then we're gonna move on to this other
Captain Kush.
this really important issue. And there's some controversy here because I've been doing research, and as of the most recent reports, the total number attributed to Irma in the Keys deaths was 26.
Yep.
And I've been getting, and no one has to participate or say anything.
Oh, I'm down, dude.
Okay, I'm getting.
Chris will go right there with you.
Okay. Well, no, I
am
got
so down
reports.
on
First
this.
of all, reports from not 26, 100. Then I see here 350. Today, I speak to a friend of mine who was in contact with first responders, and I'm going to tell a short story. The first responders were Miami fire department firemen. And when they came down, they got to the purported washout near mile marker 73. And there was a checkpoint. And the checkpoint and all the overhead thing was under the Joint Task Force.
Martial law.
The Terrorist Joint Task Force. And I met a gentleman from the Joint Task Force from 3-4 months prior to that. And I knew of its existence in Key West. And what they did is they took away all the cell phones. Now, a friend of mine here reported that, said, well, they didn't have any, there was no way to get any signals out there. That's not why they confiscated the cell phone, because cell phones are recording devices. You can record video, you can record sounds, you can record text, whatever you do. And what happened is when they went down there, these firemen said they found bodies in the trees, washing up on shore, and there were FEMA trucks coming down, big tractor trailers,
7 of them.
that came down, and they were loaded up. There were freezers
Riding low on the axle with their refrigeration units on, and when coming back up, you would think they would be high on the axle with the refrigeration units off, but they weren't.
No, and it's very expensive to run a hopper unit. That's what you call it on a trailer.
I got the video.
Yeah, you got the video. Okay, well, I mean, what would you be taking out at that time? Why would you confiscate the phones of the first responders down there?
Can I tell you
No,
true
I'm
first
just
responder?
saying,
Well, I know why, because they don't want the pictures. When I was down there 4 days after the storm in Marathon, and they took my camera away as I went down there with WEYW 19, although I wasn't, but I was, because I just wanted to see what's going on.
Don't get yourself fired from your job now.
No problem, man.
Okay.
No
Okay.
problem. But anyway, that's why I stay there, is because I'm a little over the edge. But anyway, I talked to people that climbed out from crushed trailers talking about bodies floating around everywhere. It was horrible. Spoke to a sheriff retired down in Marathon who stayed for the storm, a dear friend I've known for many years. And you wouldn't believe the number he threw at me. My people on the ground from Key West to Key Largo said the number's in the 26 to 2,800 mark with all the bodies they found.
Chris, hold on one second. From Marathon specifically, I got a number of 1,905, and most of that came from the Trailer-Rama Park. They call it Barrios. Mm-hmm. It's the Barrios is a Cuban name for kind of like a ghetto, and it was just campers. It was campers, and these people. We have questionable immigration status, but But I don't really necessarily understand what the advantage of, in the long term, why you wouldn't report the deaths. People said they would be terrified. Now, no, I hear this part. They'd be terrified to come down here.
Because they weren't
But if you-
casualties of
It's
war.
actually a lot more than just being terrified
No, but
about
if you
coming
think of-
down here. It's about FEMA not wanting to be shown the rest of the country that they're not actually that safe.
No, but we're on islands that are almost at sea level, and meaning that we knew the risk. A lot of people here. We're not blaming. FEMA had nothing to do with us.
It's about image.
And it is about image, but
It's about money.
But what money? And this is the point. I believe there was a cover up. I believe there was.
There is.
I believe there's a cover up, but I don't. I think it's a stupid reason. If it's about
Lisa
money,
Maletti, give us a call,
come.
baby.
People will come down here. Katrina, a year after Katrina. The French Quarter in New Orleans had one of its biggest years. People came down. Their people are adventurous. They want to participate in something. They want to be. They want to commit. Remember an event that occurred. Where do people go in Honolulu on when they go on vacation? Where, if you're a history buff, where do you go?
Beach, man. Everybody
No,
goes to
where do you go?
Go to Maui.
Like Waikiki Rabbit.
Well, they go to the USS Arizona.
The Arizona.
That
of course.
was sunk during Pearl Harbor, which was horrible.
Another false flag event.
It was but it was horrible. People died, and they go there to this day, to the memorial. So I don't understand filing the money. And I don't understand, it's wrong-headed, the idea where they're going. Because first of all, if you want to say, and there's always an excuse, if someone has questionable immigration status and they weren't reporting and they weren't evacuating, you just say they were afraid to evacuate. Oh yes, we may have created this atmosphere and stuff like that.
A lot of
but
it
it's
wasn't
not their
afraid to
fault.
evacuate. A lot of it was financial. I stayed down for the storms. I've done for most every storm. I've always been a true first responder, not a shall I say government first responder who comes back the next morning when Dad says it's okay to come out to play. But I was out 3 o'clock in the morning, 100-mile-an-hour winds, waist-deep water, pulling people out of mobile homes. Yeah. That's a true first responder. I wasn't alone. There was a lot of other people out there as well. And the night I was on the side of the highway at 7 o'clock in the morning. My truck had broke down, ran out of gas because I gave all my gas to a little family just hours before to get out of Dodge. And I'm sitting on the side of the road, and here 9 a.m. Here comes the sheriff driving up the road, and he cracks his window down as I'm waving in 70-mile-an-hour winds. And he's got his little white gloves on and his dry clean gnome uniform on, and he's looking out the window there. And I said, "Excuse me, sir, is there any supplies for folks that have been out here all night?" He goes, "Supplies are for the first responders." I turned my phone on and recorded this one. I said, "Excuse me, sir, but what's your definition of a first responder?" And he goes, "Well, anybody in uniform." And I said, "Well, what about us folks that stayed here through the storm and are pulling people out of trailers all night long?" He goes, "Well, I don't know about that, but..." And I said, I said, "But if you need any help," he says, "give me a call." And I said, "Well, what can you do? I can't give any
Wait, but your
said-
mic's off.
Oh, it's back on now.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, wait. Hey, listen. You have the video?
I have the audio. Yeah. It was
No, do you
basically-
have video of? You said you have video of the trailers.
I will have to pull it out of some archives.
Listen,
yes.
if we get it, I'll post it on Keys Bartender. I've contacted
I've got a lot of videos that I haven't released as yet from people all over the island.
I contacted
and I'm just waiting for some people to come together with me because it's a very sticky subject and a lot of large people over us, and I just don't want to get crushed by it.
No, but I contacted WLRN. I did not say who was going to be here. I just said, listen, this
I'm
is
already
what we're going
sending
to...
them all my photos and videos from the storm.
Okay, I just said, I contacted the news department.
Lisa Maletti, call, baby.
Okay, well, we haven't had a call from either of them yet.
Will Medina, Lisa Maletti, need you guys to call. Come on now.
At the bottom of the hour.
By the way, I do have to say something about Lisa Maletti and Gino Maletti.
I know the name.
Yeah, they are the Keys Hardest Hit. I branded them. I set up their websites.
Yeah.
I did the Keys Hardest Hit concert down on Big Pine Key at the flea market. Set that all up. Got them the flea market so they can feed people, and also Watson Field and all that. And ever since a week after the storm, Gino and Lisa, out of their own pocket, were feeding 200, 300, 400 people a day, and they're doing it to this day. And the private sector, like the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, Toys for Tots, Walmarts, Home Depot. The private sector has come out big time to help us, which is not quite enough yet because we still have people living out in the woods. They're still feeding 200 to 300 people a day out there, and they need help.
I have one question, man. All these people after the storm it happens after every catastrophe. So all these people send all this money, and where the fuck do they send it to? Who ends up with it?
Accountability. I've been pulling for that. There's been so many dude. We did the Corlett Music Fest, and people just got all kinds of wonderful things to help their homes.
Well, you certainly have to. There has to be an accounting. And,
Rich Anderson, you did a hell of a job, bro.
No, but when there's certain organizations, they have a high administrative cost and overhead, and they don't really.
Unfortunately, some of the groups didn't have overhead. They were just organizations trying to do little fundraisers, and for some reason, funds just don't seem to be showing up anywhere.
Back to the point of the conversation
right now. Jimmy
now.
Buffett, Toby Keith concerts.
Chris,
anyway,
back to the point of the conversation here. We're talking about people. How many people died? You threw a number at me, and I heard other numbers.
Again, I have two numbers. I have numbers from my people from Key West to Key Largo that have been reporting back to me.
Where did these numbers come from?
From people who stayed through the storm. I broadcasted all the way through the storm until the tornado hit my house and took everything out. But I broadcasted all the way through, and we were staying in contact all the way through. And not only did I hear about people dead, I actually heard people freaking as it was happening.
Yeah. We don't want to bushwhack you, Marianne, on this, but we were. I was brought up the topic that the number of people that perished in Irma,
death toll,
was underreported
by a little bit,
by maybe a lot.
Go ahead. Try that, Mike.
How would we even know for sure? Did anybody even know how many perished when Andrew hit?
Well, I mean, they know a
well,
minimum.
It depends on whether you're talking
load
registered people or people like the 6,000 are still on the missing list, for instance. Still to this day, we have a missing list of about 1,900.
No. There was a certain amount of
documentable.
There was a certain amount of bodies that may have been taken out of here, and first responders, firemen that came down, reported offhand, not on the record yet. We're looking for someone to come on the record. If you'd like to call in, the number is 305-394-3991. And if you have firsthand knowledge, if you can debunk the 26 people, the total of 26 people they say died during Irma, the total. And what you're doing, in a sense, is not negating anybody else. Like, these are the people we know of. These are the people that died. These are the people that had people that thought about them and checked in on them afterwards. But there's someone posited the theory that they worried about. This is from the left and the right. There's all different theories. From the right, it's Hillary Clinton and Cuba. All these people
what does that have to do with the death toll?
Really?
No.
But they'll make it.
If you let me explain it. If you hold off, you numb fucks. Okay, you numb fucks. I'll explain it why. Because people were in transit. People were in transit here. You get it?
Almost.
What do you mean?
What do you mean in transit?
In transit, they were trying to get the land in the Keys, and they 7 days sometimes on that crappy shit they float in on. They got
you're talking about
Cuban
transients
refugees
coming across?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Oh, they're not humans.
No, they.
Oh, hell yeah, and I'm sure there were a few that were probably part of that toll as well.
But that's one of them.
No,
but this is the theory. This is the theory why they didn't talk about it. They're going to say the Cuban government raised an objection. You're going to raise an objection about people that were illegally coming in here on there. That's not the thing why you would shut it down. People died.
But that is like such a minor number, though.
I know.
We're talking about the boat people, people living on the hook, the homeless.
I understand.
We're talking about people that are not registered.
I know. We're talking about 125.
All up and down the mangroves from Key West to Key Largo.
This isn't my theory. This was the person's theory. Okay? This isn't my theory.
No comment.
Before anybody started shutting me down, okay? We can't jump on everything.
No, I'm just saying you go out fishing in the summer and you find Cubans floating.
Yeah, that's right. That's what happens. That's what happens. But I don't see it as a reason not to report extra dense.
It needs
That's
to be
what
said. It needs to be said.
Okay,
and they also didn't report how many bales of cocaine Irma dislodged from the mangroves, you know,
Here's
or marijuana
a
for that
question.
matter.
Why
Wait.
wouldn't they want to report it? They should
I
want
di- I
to
didn't
report
understand
it.
that.
Why shouldn't they want to report it? They would want to report it.
No, we earlier in the show we said that in at mile marker 73 at the washout, there was a checkpoint where you can go any further south, and if you're a first responder, emergency fireman, EMS crew that went south, they had their phones confiscated by
What
the
about all the
government
guys that were
Joint
down
Task
there
Force that were
previously?
placed.
No,
I don't know.
all the people that are previously down there. There's a bunch of people. I
Yeah,
know a
that's
bunch
right.
of guys that stayed in Marathon.
Yeah.
Did they come around and take their phones too?
I don't know about that. But why would
Who
you
said
seize?
that they
Why
had
would
their
you seize?
phone taken? How many people?
The firemen, all the firemen that head south.
Most everybody that was around there got phones taken away. That was why when the Red Cross was out there for 3 weeks, nobody even knew they were there. They had no power to charge their phones.
Well,
They
there
had
was
no
a
phones.
no. Wait, do you?
I have a girlfriend that lives on Big Pine. I'll ask her. She never said
No,
anything
no,
about
not
that.
everybody. They got quite a few of them though. They did in the early stages.
No, okay. And how many helicopter overflights did you see south of 73?
I did the Keys Hard to
Remember
Say with
that?
Gino and Lisa. I did the Keys Hard to Say with Gino and Lisa. So I know you. Still
Okay,
live on
Pat
Big Pine,
McGean, if you're listening, you can kick in. I think we probably milked this bear into the end of it.
I'd be interested
well,
to know.
we need to get someone on record that was there. Got to see some pictures. Not everyone got rid of their phones. Hey, we did. It's a half hour. That's pretty good, Chris.
So far, so good. And
Yeah,
we've
no.
only just begun.
Well, I know we can revisit it another time, but I'm expecting a call from my friend Pat McGean. If they're listening, I'm going to have to call him up.
Well, go
We'll
ahead.
have to
Tell
do
them.
another round of both subjects, especially this Nip Nation thing. We are definitely looking for more volunteers. We're looking for people that want to help organize. We want people to help us with the Keys 420 Foundation so we can make sure
Yeah.
that we can get medicine to our folks here in the Keys that can't afford it. We have the Keys, Florida Keys Concert Series happening in Murata Bay starting in February, 12 months
Does
of
he have
Southern
the
rock and
same
roll. We have a
medal?
lot of wonderful things going on to help our community.
the little
I have over 60 people on our protocol, and they're all
under
experiencing
his glasses,
cancers leaving
Chris.
their bodies.
No, I'm not cutting you off.
Accelerators.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, we have a lot of good things going on locally. Also, Will Medina didn't call in. We have the Spring Green Fest. We're going to be closing down Windward Yard in Miami. 16 blocks of the biggest cannabis festival in the state of Florida. It's about education, information, and activism. Be there.
There you
Actually, there's a doctor, Dr. Son or whatever, SONN, and he's opening up a couple of dispensaries down here, one in Key West and one in Alvarado.
Yeah, and there's also another group that's going to be opening up a growing center as well as a dispensary. Plus, I'm speaking with a friend of mine about opening 3 dispensaries, wellness centers, resorts, and spas here in the Keys as well, with the back door being the 420 Foundation so that the resort money can
Oh,
feed
here
the
we go.
community.
Here we go.
Kind of cool stuff.
Hello, this is Jim the Keys bartender.
And the movie.
You're on the air. Oh, you're with the 420
there he
Foundation. There we go. They give me
Is that Will?
Yep.
Yeah, that's Will. Will.
Chris, take your hat off. Put those. You'll never get them.
Yeah,
around
here we
there.
go. Listen, we just have a couple minutes here because I want to have another person
Take your
calling.
damn
in.
hat off, Chris.
You look insane right there now.
I am
Oh,
insane.
that.
Chris, you're going to have to take your hat off. Bro.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
There you
There
go.
you go. Don't be embarrassed. We're all people here.
There you go.
Well, thank you for calling in. This is our first call-in on the show ever. Yes, it is, and we
There
thank
you. Go.
you.
Thank you
Hey,
very
Will,
much.
how you doing, bro?
Hey, so when you hit us with your bullet points on what you're looking to achieve.
Put it on speakerphone, man. Oh, no.
And I have to say,
Chris is gonna cut in
and
right
I
here.
have to say, the origin of our Keys 420 Foundation came from Will Medina as well, so you can thank him for that as well. Will is a renegade when it comes to the legalization of cannabis. He is statewide, nationwide, and he's healing a lot of people. God bless you, bro.
Hey, Will, we thank you for calling in. Can we get you? I think we'll probably do this another time. Maybe we could do it from the Blackwater Siren. We'll talk about it, and we'll talk about a different aspect of it, about how we legislatively change, how we do through legislation change.
Yeah. All the suits that we have with Mike Minority and all that stuff, as well as what you've been doing. You've been traveling around the state, helping dispensaries open up and all that too. So you need to talk about that as well.
Oh, yeah, we're thinking maybe probably next Tuesday we do an earlier show from Blackwater Siren on it. Yeah. So, hey, thank you very much.
All right, Will, thanks, bro. We're going to get you back on these shows, man. We need to get a little more time. You just kind of called in a little late, though. Sorry, bro.
No, it's good. We'll promote it. We'll have you back on and all that stuff.
We'll do a whole one with you, bro.
Thank you.
I love you, man. Take care.
Wow, that is weird. We had our first call in here to the show.
Now we're waiting for Lisa Milletti.
Things happen all the time.
What?
We have no idea why.
Now I think Pat's probably going to call in. Maybe I'll call Pat. I guess it's no different if I call Pat or...
You can call Pat up.
Turnabout's fair play.
Right now. You can call him and get
I'm going to give a call. I'm calling my friend in Philadelphia, Pat McGeehan. He owns McGeehan's Bar.
Give me a second. I'm going to go up and grab a beer.
My dad worked for Penn Reels for 20 years.
Penn Reels?
Yeah.
All right.
Right down the street.
Is that him?
Okay. Is that you calling in? No, that's me calling.
So we found
that's
out
your
what
call
the
with him.
mystery is.
That's calling.
Fucking of those white egg looking things.
Mystery of the white eggs.
So they thought they were dropping from the ceiling or something and gathering on table. They're actually there's a little hole in the table and they're crawling up out. They're cockroach eggs. So they're gonna have to redo that table.
Oh, is he on?
Oh shit! I probably shouldn't have said that, but Pat. But who the fuck would know, man? I mean, they're living inside of a solid fucking table.
Not available. Maybe he's calling in.
Or what we thought was a solid table.
Not sure what you got.
Or what we
going on
thought
over
might
there,
have been
Jim.
cockroaches, but anyway.
Technology is baffling from time to time.
Yes, it is.
I think it was just a small Easter bunny.
Fucking thing fucked up, man. See ya.
I'm scared. I didn't know who you were.
Yeah.
How long ago did it drop off? Oh, it could have been off for a while. That's what. Okay, let's go. You know what? Maybe we should get on the live now. Okay, this is Jim the Keys bartender. I have no idea how long we dropped off the air right there. Okay, I guess we're gonna have two parts. A way we can string it together.
Yeah, I can do it and put again.
Damn it.
We're all talking to ourselves.
Well, no, we're still recording.
No, this is going to be interesting. Let's go back to the guest and we're on the catch.
Yeah, I'm going back to the catch.
Guest, okay.
We're still recording.
Okay, let's see if we can switch to the.
Okay, we're back live.
There's too many people on or something.
No.
No, here we go. Is it going? It's
now
going.
we're live again.
Okay, we're live again.
What we'll do is we'll replace the live show with the recorded because I want to have a copy of everything that we've said.
Okay. Oh wait, is this Pat?
I don't know.
There?
Answer it.
No, this isn't an answer. This is a call going out. I don't hear anything.
Snap it in half.
So I guess we're not getting any calls from Philadelphia today.
Hey, Mo!
I'm going to give Kevin O'Dare a call.
Well, give him
I'll
a
put
call.
him on the spot. Kevin O'Dare, if you're
That
listening
dude's
right
got a suit and tie on, man.
Oh,
he looks
yeah.
all serious and stuff.
That's scary.
No, he's not serious. He's a funny guy. Hey, Kevin, you're on the air. You're on the air, buddy. Where are you? Okay, yeah, and you're up there. I was just talking earlier about these guys coming down to Key Largo, and you originally you thought it was in Key West, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, fishing boats! I can get some fishing boats for it. No problem. We got
just have a few
Bill.
down
Bill,
here.
we're gonna work with you on that, and we'll have you in here.
Do you want to go for square grouper?
That's always a popular one.
Oh, you hear about I'm fucking huge, Kevin. You got to watch out, man. I'm the you guys are in the cold white north, man. This tropical weather made me big. south of the border, if you know what I mean, too.
Yeah, that's the Key Largo Bridge, right?
Well, yeah. Yes, we're going to have you on the show, and we're looking forward to it. Yeah, and well, we're going to have you on the shows. We got wait, you're coming down on Tuesday. Well, oh, that's great. That's great. So you got a really good rate. She gave you a choked up. I'm off on Tuesday and Thursday. Yeah. Oh, I'll be looking forward to that, man. And so it's John, Pat, Neil. Is it Neil? Okay. Yeah, well, they don't know about the girly man thing, so you're gonna have to explain that to them when we're on the show. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Oh, but you know what? You were one of my mentors at the Rosewood. Oh no, you did really well, and you. Yeah. Oh, well, didn't we all? We can tell some of those stories too, and McGeehan's. Yeah. But I'm going to cut you loose. I appreciate that, and I look forward to seeing you the same. I was so happy to hear that you contacted me. I love you guys. I didn't mean to sound real gay, but I do. I love you.
We'll get you another glass of wine.
Yeah.
You can be as gay as you want.
Okay. Look at that. Talk to you later. Yeah,
Been
bye.
down here too long.
And Jim is still on the first glass of fucking wine, man.
It's
I thought
not
this
the
was
first
a
glass
drinking
of
show,
wine.
man.
No, it's not.
Man.
I gotta go
Lightweight
home.
alert,
I gotta
lightweight
go
alert.
home.
Drinking pussy-fied wine anyway.
Lightweight alert,
Oh,
lightweight alert.
Oh, would you like some bottles and James wine cooler?
Bartle and James. No, Bartle and James wasn't like that.
How about
that
some
was,
Virginia
that was some
Slims?
hillbillies. They were. Thank you for your support.
The only one
We will
I'm
sell
drinking. Luke knows this one. What's the word?
Thunderbird.
Thunderbird.
I know Thunderbird. I know that.
Thunderbird.
What's it? Put on ice. Tastes twice as nice.
Reuniti.
Oh, that was it. Okay.
Yeah, that's
That kind of
really
leads you back to your glass of
pussy-fied.
wine, unfortunately.
No,
Yeah.
if you're going to be drinking wine, you better be drinking Thunderbird.
Yeah,
And maybe some
Reuniti.
Boone's
Hey,
Farm.
you know what? This worked out really well. We had our two first call-ins. If anybody else, once again, it's
Lisa Maletti, I am asking you to call, girl.
394-3991. If you do call in, we will take the call. Okay? If you have...
Lisa, give a call.
And-
Give that number again.
305-394-3991.
Lisa Maletti, please
Yes.
call,
Jim is
girl.
in
You got some
serious
important
need
things
of
you need to
some-
share now. Come on.
Yeah.
Jim is in some serious need of
Number
time
9.
chairs and loan assistance. So
Who's this? I am.
if you want to call that number later and
I do
and
not.
pitch your
You know
stuff.
what? I do not push timeshares or fractional ownership. Any of that.
I'm just saying, if somebody feels the urge to call him at 2 o'clock,
It's also
in the
a bit of a
morning
Lonely
and
Hearts
push
Club,
some
I hear, too.
timeshares,
Oh well, that
you
phone's
can reach him at that number. It'd be fantastic.
no, that phone's off. I know. We got to figure out this, man. This is crazy. I have to put my I just put my own personal phone number on the air. That's my personal number. I was at the Gung Ho
Got
on
that, people? It's a personal number.
Yeah, that's my
See,
personal
the bad
number.
thing is like these crook people, they can like research your number backwards and find out all your information and steal your identity and stuff. And
No, you know what? I did a good job.
You know what? They can have mine.
I did.
yeah,
No, like I said, I protected.
Good luck.
I
identity thieves gave it back to me, man.
I
Once they
protect-
realized there was nothing to get, they gave me my identity back.
I protected myself by ruining my own credit.
They ran away from my identity.
Yeah, I did that. I protected myself. I ruined my own credit. So
Got close to
don't
running
be-
away from it myself, but
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah. So we did a stellar job today addressing those issues with our friend Chris Uland from NORML, N
Speaking of
period
vocab,
O
there's one we
period
can do.
R period M period A period L period.
Man, that's way too many
What?
periods, man.
Normal
Without
without
a-
an A.
without an A.
NORML, the National Organization for the Reformation of Marijuana.
Wait. Can I say this?
Normal without an A.
Can I say this though? Hold on.
I think you can.
No, that's not normal.
I like to call us Abby Normal.
That's not normal.
I like Abby Normal.
Yeah, and we have Henry Menendez here. He's not on the mic. He hasn't got. He just joined us late. Jane came rolling in here.
Sorry about that, Jim.
No,
Get
that's
on the mic.
no need. No apologies needed.
45
I'm late for happy hour.
Yeah, you know that is a crime, arriving late for happy hour. But we're here, you're here, and
And it's still happy hour.
And I think I see Tony.
I made it just in time.
Tony
We're pretty happy.
Allen
Mission
coming in
accomplished.
with
There is Tony
Jackie
Allen.
right here.
Tony and Jackie coming in.
Tony and Jackie rolling in at the same time.
He's really late for happy hour.
Yes, he is late for happy hour. It's we got.
Well, it's this whole time change. It's got everybody fucked up, man. You know, we're still trying to
But now
adjust.
they're not going to change it anymore.
Well, that's what they're
So-
threatening. I hope they leave it the fuck alone. That'd be great. But I would like to get my hour of sleep fucking back first, and then they
Well,
leave
you
it
know
the
what? You
same.
get used to the laws.
I told you about that thing where
You get your hour of sleep back every other day.
Yeah, you get it. You don't fucking wait. Hey, Tony, Jackie. Hey, you like that to my 1940s voice? Hey, Tony, Jackie.
Right.
You get your
There's
hour of sleep
there's
back
these
every
kids
other
coming in.
couple
They're
days.
all silly and shit.
You get your hour of sleep back every other couple of days.
Yep.
So do I. So I can't say anything other.
Yeah, when you wake up at the crack of 2.
Yeah, but see, I didn't go to bed until after the crack of dawn.
Okay, there we go.
All these
It
cracks.
goes on and on.
You're
and
waking
on
up to
and
crack.
on.
That's what you're doing all the time, man. That's your problem.
No, I don't like smoking cocaine, man. I don't
Hey,
like
crack
it.
is
I
whack.
just like the smell of it. That's all. You know.
I truly
Jesus
enjoy the smell
Christ.
of cocaine.
Yeah.
You know what? That's you know what? It must
That
be.
snorting whiskey and drinking cocaine? Is that works?
Yeah, there's
There's actually an old Lyle George song about that. Is that Lyle George, Little Feet? Good whiskey, bad cocaine, poison that will rot your brain.
we talked about this the other day, didn't we?
See, I would rather have
I think that's
good whiskey. I mean, not good whiskey and cheap cocaine. I'd rather have
I'm
a good
confused.
cocaine and cheap whiskey. Cheap whiskey goes a long way with good
You
cocaine.
know, you gotta cut
if you
out
got
the
shitty
cocaine,
cocaine, man, the good whiskey
Yeah.
is, the cocaine can't keep up with it.
We'll see you guys when you guys here till these two of my friends.
And of course, this was a public service announcement.
Y'all definitely want to come by tomorrow. It'll be entertaining. Okay. It will definitely be entertaining tomorrow.
Always
night.
is here over at the
Yeah.
We got
Catch
the,
Man.
we got the Key Billies tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So will Jim be live tomorrow?
No. Well, he might be live, but he won't be here.
I'm always live until I'm dead.
That's too live.
Yeah, I say
Come
live
on,
and in
Dad.
color. Well, in color anyway.
Yeah. Hey, listen, could anybody do me a favor? Get a Pinot Grigio here.
A Pinot Grigio.
Hey, you know what?
Glass of gay.
That's right, because you know what? I got in trouble with bourbon, and now I changed it up.
Oh, I got bit by the bird
Excuse me,
myself many years
bartender,
ago.
can I have a
Wild
glass
turkey.
of
Yeah,
gay?
well, mine was old granddad, 101.
Turkey with a splash of 7.
Mine was just with rocks.
Well, rocks, but I had to give it a little touch of sweet.
Yeah. I
I
just,
did eat my
What's
body
this rocks
away.
thing?
yeah.
Hand me that bottle. I can suck that down for you. We'll be
You know
just
what?
fine with that.
There's that Jameson's. My God, that is wonderful.
That's sweet,
no, the
yeah.
new one. The new one here with the cast. You know, it's funny. We're never. I always used to say, don't talk about it until we start getting
What?
endorsed by people. But that.
How do you get the endorsements? It's the
Bourbon's
catch-22.
always
You
worth
talk
talking
about
about.
them and then let them know.
Well, you get enough. You get enough listeners, and because we're called Keys Bartender, I'm.
We should probably have
You
to
think
talk
I
about
might
liquor
be
occasionally.
that
unique.
could open a very large door.
Yeah, uniquely qualified to push something.
Oh, well, I'd
Thank
like
you
to,
very much.
I would
To
like to
push
endorse
something. I mean,
Will.
liquor.
A lot of things.
Yeah, different things. But
My
Anything alcohol
dealer.
related.
I think we had a capital show today. I don't think we have. Yeah. Hey, Henry, do you got anything you want to promote? You just joined. I just want to make sure that we didn't leave you out. Is there any event you have coming up?
Well, yeah, I'll be at Ocean Reef this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on?
They have a bunny hop 5K, 10K going on, so we're helping them out with that.
Playboy bunnies?
Yeah, they got a bunch of little bunnies running.
Is
Playboy
it-
bunnies, actually.
Is it for
There you
any
go.
What kind of charity is it for?
No charity. It's just for Ocean Reef.
It's just Ocean Reefers proving they got a lot of money to raise.
There you go.
What's
They're one of the most
enriched-
needy places
Wait.
around, I thought.
Okay.
no?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Definitely
They do
needed.
need the money. I swear to God. You don't know how much it costs to get your upholstery redone on your G6.
And that
on your
alone
Golf
is worth
G6.
government support.
I mean, oh, my God. It's so expensive. It costs maybe like $40,000 to get that reupholster.
Are you kidding?
Real easy.
Man, that's only one seat.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Coral Reef is part of the Nip Nation. That's very cool. That's NORML in Paradise, the Nip
There you
Nation.
go.
Yeah. Well, Ocean Reef is backing now.
Yeah.
They're supporting us.
They are?
It's from Key West to Key Largo and Ocean Reef.
There you go.
Ocean
That's
Reef?
pretty
You're
good.
saying over 50% of the people that are up there will support?
They are really down with us big time. As a matter of fact, the Republican Party, I was sitting ready to go on Thunder Country with Dougie, and I'm sitting in the steps. there
Thunder
doing-
Country?
Yeah, with Dougie. I've been on through all the radio stations and TV stations
Holy
already.
shit, they're pushing on Thunder Country.
Big time. And Captain Dougie was saying, hey, man-made alcohol, God made cannabis. Who are you going to trust? I mean, that's Dougie's own words. Serious thing. So
That's also Dougie we're talking about.
Yeah, Dougie's a little different. Yeah.
Actually, it was.
Well,
there's
also
a little,
Joey Naples.
I've seen Dougie partake
Yeah,
in a little bit of
103,
both.
Sun 103, and so on. I've been on them all, and the bottom line is the movement down here is very strong, but people are just kind of quiet to get involved. But you know what? It's okay. It's all safe now. We've got them listening in the courts and in law enforcement. And the bottom line is it's safe to come out and play now. It's safe to come out and make this thing work. We need people in our board of directors. We need people in our volunteers. We have a lot of events and a lot of educating to do. So go to normalinparadise.org. Go to check us out on Facebook, and please volunteer, donate, become part of the movement, please. Because you know what? We're going to party with a purpose. We're going to have a lot of fun making some positive change and healing the nation.
I don't quote the Bible very often, but the actual verse is.
Come on.
Hallelujah.
One last
Man
thing,
made
Jim.
beer, God made pot. God is perfect, man is not.
Bam.
Jim, I would also like to mention
Bam.
that.
Yeah, a little
Too hot?
I actually, with Keys Radio, I have Rick Lopez, a dear friend of mine, who runs Keys Radio. We have all their stations. We have 104.9 The X. We have WYW 19.
Hey, you know what we need to get?
We got you.
I know. Yeah, you do have it. But we need to get some sites to where we can do the show down in Key West.
Got it.
I want to bring music down there.
I'm doing a TV show down there.
Okay, good.
It's called Jammin' Buffet.
Okay.
It's Planet X TV network out of California. It's going to be a cannabis spoof on the cannabis clan of the Keys, as well as Jimmy Buffett. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Well,
our location, our headquarters will be the Smoking Tuna, and my co-host will be Frank and Dread.
Oh. Well, what my idea eventually is that we get to show and to be on the casual comedy talk show that talks about some serious stuff, and then go into some music and stuff like that, make it more variety and comedy. The Keys Bartender Show.
Yeah,
and
man.
then we bring in.
We'll incorporate you into everything we do, bro. Seriously.
Okay, that'd be great. I want to thank if we have our app on Google Play.
I think Henry was.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, just one other thing. So
Sorry.
we are already working with the county. We should have the dates for the Key Largo Bridge Run this year. So just wanted to announce that.
When? What are we looking at time
So
of year?
we're already starting to look at the November time frame.
November. Prepare.
There's a certain weekend we are pushing for it, but we're already working with the
Okay.
county, hopefully getting that approved.
And there's other people. You want to get involved with the Key Largo Bridge Run? It's going to be in mid-fall. Just plan your way. Keep your eyes open. Listen for this. Watch the website. We will we'll post this on our Facebook page.
And also, Jim, maybe we could do a live over there at the Bridge Run at the post-race party.
Yep. Yeah. We
They
can do
start way too early for
I
me.
think
so
you
I
know
won't
what?
be there.
Maybe I'll run. Maybe I'll
What
run
time
this
is that,
year.
noon?
I try not to run.
No, it's in the a.m.
I'm fit.
Oh,
I'm
hell
fit.
no.
Don't worry, man. I'll
fit
have some Bloody
fuck. I
Marys there
can
waiting
run.
for you.
Yeah, Jim will get there for that. No.
Oh, I
Let-
can run.
I know you can.
Yeah, I like to
I-
run too if somebody's chasing my ass.
The only time I run
what
is
I
if
don't, I won't train more than a couple
about to
weeks for it
explode.
because I don't
Gotta
want to
get to the
damage my
commode.
joints. I mean, I'm healthy. I don't have any. I don't have any pains yet. I will eventually if I kept on doing that.
other
I'd
than
fall.
mental health. You know.
Mental health. Who doesn't have a problem with mental
There
health? Now we get back to it. We do have our Keys Bartender app on Google Play. You can follow us on Patreon if you want to do anything for us, we're going to figure out how to do that. We're going to start putting up some T-shirts, mugs, and crap like that. We are on Stitcher, iTunes, iHeart, Spreaker, Google Play, Pocket Cast, Blueberry, all those places you can reach us. We are on Radio A1A, Internet Radio. Yep. Yeah, and Chris Euland.
Harry Tiford, we're partners with A1A Media. Love Harry. He's doing some great things with Trop Rock Music and now his Country Cruising Network as well.
Yeah, we're the Saturday night, late night show.
I think 11 o'clock. You can tune us in.
And We're
listen to us talk about absolutely nothing.
Yeah, we're kind of cross between
so much
Alice's
to do about nothing.
Alice's Restaurant, some Bill Maher.
We're a cross between shit and show.
On a shingle, right?
Let's not bring them together, though.
Yeah.
Well, I've eaten a bunch of that. I'm actually kind of fond.
This is Jim the Keys bartender. I'd like to thank everyone that was listening and all our guests we had today. Chris Euland, Marianne Warren, Henry Menendez, Bill Wissinger.
Yo.
He's going to sign off in the end again anyway. Luke Glenn. We always appreciate Luke Glenn.
Luke, what you got? You doing anything fun? You got anything good going on? No.
His amygdala is all tied up right now.
Well, no, I have.
He didn't know he was be tested on this.
Yeah. I didn't know you were going to ask me any questions.
Really?
Well, see, I have fun pretty much.
All the time.
Usually so.
I get up in the morning, I have fun.
If
I can't have fun doing it, it ain't getting done.
Yeah.
I actually filled in last night at the OV Jam.
I remember that. You had to drive hell and gone down south.
Oh, yeah, tomorrow night.
You left from the Blackwater Siren to go down there.
Yeah, I did. And actually, man, the traffic wasn't bad. Got down there way earlier than I wanted to. And
if I could just throw this in real quick, tomorrow night I'll be streaming the American Legion Jam over to 333. I do that live through my live stream channel. So
we've been there.
All right, I see eyes rolling. Never mind.
Go ahead. No, you can push
Never
it.
mind.
You can push it all you want.
You can push it.
I just
there was a lot of
actually,
if
in all
you check the live
honesty,
stream,
man,
I mean, there's too many jams going on, and it's not enough work for the musicians, and it's not really right. But they're out there and they're happening. But this is helping the American Legion.
You know
yes,
what? The real sadness.
It's not one of those bars just taking advantage of musicians to fill up their place.
The real sadness,
and
Chris, is when
everybody.
people show up for jams. And they expect delicious preserves and jellies, and they're not what they think it was. They thought it was. Yeah, that's not what it is.
The Legion one is fantastic.
They
do a really.
Let me
good
talk
job.
about this one thing. There's a joke out there, and it says, "At the Battle of the Bands, the loser is the audience."
And
the
winner is always the guy that brings the PA.
Okay,
sure
Bill,
do
the
the
sign off
week.
for us, man.
There you go. Thank you all so much. We do appreciate you all listening. We'll be back next Tuesday over Blackwater Siren at 4 p.m. We do hope you tune in. Thank you so much again.
Tune in.
Said,
turn on.
Drop out. We do appreciate you all listening, and thank you so much. And we will catch you guys next time. Let's get some music going in here to figure this out.